What's going on, guys? My name's Mitch Robs, and today we're going to be going over another Canny Valley Endurance amp. So, this is going to be an updated version of my old build, which frankly, we can eliminate a lot of the structures I used in my old build and make the build better, so why not? So we're updating all these amps in Canny Valley Endurance. The old build will still work, but this is going to be cheaper on the crafting materials and probably is going to be a little bit better. So I suggest you guys give out this build a try. But we're going to be going over step by step on how to build it. Remember, guys, if you guys like this kind of content, leave a like on the video. I really appreciate it. As well as consider subscribing to the channel. I come out with content like this all the time. And comment down below which amp you guys would like to me to cover next. Alright, so let's get into this amplifier, right? So we already covered this is called Northwest Amplifier, and we've already covered the west side of this amplifier. So the west side of this amplifier, we bring them straight down into this two different tunnels and bring them down here. And we've covered a lot of builds. For example, so if you see any pre-built on this left side, for example, we have a flinger recycler over here that we'll cover for this northwest north. That's going to be important, and I'll show you guys exactly what traps we used on it. But this is already pre-built because it was covered in the last video, so I highly suggest you guys watch that video. But the first things first is we're going to cover the spawns for this amplifier. So where exactly do they spawn? I guess I should rephrase that question. Where exactly do they not spawn? I guess I should say, right? Because they spawn everywhere on this amplifier. They spawn all the way up here. They spawn up on this really high gap over here. They spawn all the way down here and along this little back ridge. So they have a few different paths to walk up, right, naturally. So they have this natural cave over here to the right. They have this ramp over here, this natural ramp to the left. These husks up here will drop down onto this and then walk up this natural ramp. And the husks that are over here on the right will walk along this ridge over here on the right. So there's about three different pathways you have to cover for this amplifier. And we're gonna allow them to go down two different pathways. So let's go over the first of the two pathways. So the first pathway that we are going to use is a pathway that we're gonna make, right? So this pathway right here has 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles of space you can work with, but it doesn't have much past that, right? You'll have durability issues if you wall launcher the husks down here. So what we're going to do is a different pathway. We're going to path them up our own path right here. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start at the edge of this little one higher ridge. And we're going to place a floor down here. Right? We're going to edit that floor. And we're going to just get a skeleton out together. I'm going to place these two walls here surrounding it. And then we're going to place a ramp attached to this. We're going to have a wall behind it and a wall above. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. There's going to be a floor tile here. And then there's going to be another floor tile. And then we're going to path them straight this way. We're going to path them straight this way until we end up, I believe, we're going to go out one more tile past this, and then we're going to have a ramp right here connecting to it. So this is going to be our first pathway that's on the right side. The husks are going to walk from spawn over here, up here, and along through this pathway. The second pathway that we're going to have is this pathway over here. So they're going to walk up this ramp right here. There's going to be wall launcher sound walls. There's going to be here, 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 and they're going to walk straight up this ramp. And then they're going to have a little diagonal pathing here, which is going to be kind of like this. Okay, and that's going to be all our pathway is. And we're going to block off this inside of this cave over here so that they don't go that way. So let's actually get to building this tunnel. So we're going to start on this right side tunnel first. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to start here. We're going to have these walls placed already, and we're going to place a floor and a floor above this. This is going to be so that lobbers can't throw from right here. But this is going to be the start of our tunnel. We're going to then place a 3 times impact, 2 times reload speed wall launcher right here. This is for the sole purpose of knocking them back as far as possible. You could probably put a 5 times impact wall launcher and knock them. Let's see, how many tiles is that? That is 1, 2, 3, 4. You could probably knock them back all the way back to here, but I just have a 3 times impact, 2 times reload speed here. We're next going to take our sound walls, which I'm going to recycle these and re-update them. But you should be using these if you're going to use the double reload speed, you should have all durability perks on it. I had effect duration on it, and I mentioned that in one of my previous videos, but the husks will dance, and they actually move faster when they dance. So the reason we're switching the perks up on this is so they don't move quickly through our tunnel. So we're going to place that sound wall there. We're going to keep going up this ramp, and on this ramp tile, we're going to have a heels building attached wooden floor spike. We're then going to have a wall light. I just have this. These are my jail building wall lights. Honestly, if durability is an issue, I just do all durability 2 times reload speed, but it's not an issue for me. So I don't worry about it per se, but you guys should change up the rolls to these to all durability 2 times reload speed. And we're going to place it there. This is so if anything does beat on this, which it usually doesn't, this is going to stun them out of that. Then we're going to place an all impact 2 times reload speed wall launcher here. We're going to keep along. There's going to be a stagger a cycler wall launcher here. And we're going to do this this little edit where we have these 2 lefternmost squares not taken out. And we're going to place that down. And we're going to place it down right here. There's going to be a 3 times impact 2 times... there's going to be a 3 times impact 2 times reload speed wall launcher here. And that's going to be for smashers to recycle them. So they're going to come up to right here. And it's also going to recycle the regular husk too as they come up here. And there's going to be a tar pit on the ground. We're going to then cover all of this in ceiling tiles. Right, like this. And we're going to place a all durability ceiling drop trap on top of this tile. The whole point of this all durability ceiling drop trap right here is to just stagger the husks. But, yeah, we're going to have it like that. We're going to keep moving forward in the tunnel. We're going to continue out our ceiling, and we're going to place a wall here. This is going to have a 3 times impact, 2 times reload speed wall launcher. This is just so any regular husk that makes it this far, which basically only smashers should make it this far. But if any regular husk makes it back this far, the impact will knock them back all the way to this ramp. And as well as it'll stagger smashers most of the time in Canny Valley Endurance. But this is going to be where we're starting our damaging tunnel. We're then going to place a flame floor grill trap. And above is going to be a gas trap. Or no, let's do a ceiling zapper here. We're going to keep going forward. We're going to place a, whatchamacallit? A wall, a ceiling above, and this is going to have a ceiling gas trap. And on the floor is going to be a tar pit. Keeping on going forward, we're going to have a ceiling zapper, a broadside on each wall, which we should have a broadside on each of these walls as well. So I have these broadsides that we're going to be using. They're going to be damage, crit rating, reload speed, durability. These are going to be on each side of the walls. And we're going to have our wooden floor spikes here. We're going to keep going one more tile, and this is going to be our last little damaging area. There's going to be a ceiling zapper, broadside, and a tar pit. This should kill every single smasher. I realistically don't have much that actually makes it to this point in the tunnel, this flame floor grill trap. But this is just in case that the smasher does make it past all that this section is absolutely to fry them and kill them. So that's going to be our damaging right side in one of our pathways. The next tunnel we're going to go over is going to be more of a recycling tunnel, but it's going to be our tunnel over on this left side. So we're first going to have a bunch of chain wall launchers. So the first things first, we're going to be at the bottom of this natural ramp, and there's going to be an all durability 2 times reload speed wall launcher, and we're going to place it here. To the right of this is going to be a all durability 2 times reload speed sound wall. And on the floor is going to be our blue wooden floor spikes with all durability and no investment into the physical. We're going to keep going forward. There's going to be a wall. On this left, well, we have a wall here as well, but we have a, a sound wall here with 2 times reload speed, or 2 times reload speed, all durability. This is going to be a all durability 2 times reload speed wall launcher. And then we're going to have blue wooden floor spikes here. On this particular wall that I mentioned just a second ago is just going to be an all durability 2 times reload speed wall launcher. Our goal is just to push them so that they have to walk back up this ramp and go back again. We're going to keep going forward. There's going to be a wall here. a wall right here. There's going to be an all durability 2 times reload speed sound wall. And then we're going to have a, whatchamacallit, a all durability 2 times reload speed wall launcher. We're going to come over here. There's going to be a wall launcher here, the all durability 2 times reload speed, and then the sound wall here. And there's going to be a blue wooden floor spike on this floor tile. None on this one. We're going to keep going forward. There's also going to be an all durability 2 times reload speed wall launcher, and one right here as well. On the floor of this one, we're going to have a all durability 2 times reload speed wall launcher. Or on the all durability wooden floor spike. Gosh, I've just said all durability 2 times reload speed. It's messing with my mind, guys. And then we're gonna put a wooden floor spike here. We're gonna just be safe, and we're gonna put an all durability 2 times reload speed sound wall here. And then above that, we're gonna cover it. This is gonna be a gas trap, with all durability, damage, crit damage, reload speed, crit rating. I have heals building attached because I use that for another build, and that's the only schematic I have for sealing gas traps. But put durability on that last perk or effect duration if, like, you're not wanting the heals builds attached. Alright. So we're going to continue up. There's going to be, we're going to edit our walls into these little low walls. Not the two, not like the first row taken out, but both the rows taken out. And we're going to surround it like this, except for on this side. This is just going to be a full one. Alright. Behind this low wall, there's going to be a wall, and this is going to have a wall dart. This is going to be a crit rate. This is going to be a damage, crit rating, reload speed, durability wall dart. And that's going to be shooting across this way. There's going to be reload speed dynamos. So reload speed, crit rating, crit damage, reload speed, dynamos on these walls. Alright. So now we're going to go up a layer, or we're going to place a ceiling above on this tile. And we're going to place a... This is going to actually be one of our damaging ceiling drop traps. I'm going to have a crit rating, crit damage, reload speed, durability trap here. This is stunning and staggering the husks here, and it's going to be killing and doing significant damage to smashers. We're going to keep going forward. Or we're going to come off here to the east side of this. We're going to place a floor here. Then we're going to place a wall here. This is also going to have wall darts on it. These are going to be the reload speed wall darts. Alright, we're going to go up a tile. We're going to re-edit our walls into low walls, and we're going to do the 3 around it, like this. And we're going to have walls behind each of these 3. Alright. We're going to place a floor here, a cone here, and a cone on the other one, and a wall in front of it. But that's like sort of block off. We'll go over the block off later, but we're going to have that for right now. And we're going to place a wall dart on each of those walls that we placed. So these are going to be the crit rating ones. The double crit rating, double crit damage ones with durability on it. And we're going to place those on each of these walls. Alright, and then on each of these low walls, we're going to place dynamos with double crit rating, double crit damage. This is solely for nuking smashers. And the last perk of these, I suggest heals building attached. You're not going to have durability issues for those, but the heals building attached, if you're being mat conservative with your traps, definitely is a very useful thing for assassin husks, and we'll go over that a little bit later. We're then going to re-edit into low walls. We're going to place a low wall here, a low wall here, low wall here, here, and here. So lining our little tunnel that we made. Then we're going to place a wall behind each of those. Alright. So now that we have that, right, we're going to attach a ceiling here. We're going to come over to the left, and we're going to cover our floor pathway with these. Then at the top of this ramp as well, we're going to have the ceiling drop traps. So these are going to be the damaging ceiling drop traps. Alright. We're going to continue forward. There's going to be a tar pit here, and that's going to be lining all these floors. We're then going to have the double crit rating, double crit damage wall dynamos along each of these low walls here. On each of the walls that are behind them, we're going to have the double crit rating, double crit damage wall darts. On each of these ceilings, the 3 ceilings along the pathway are going to be ceiling zappers. And then on this ceiling, particularly right here, is going to be a ceiling electric field. These ceiling zappers are going to be the double crit rating, double crit damage kind. And that should be, like, the damaging portion of the tunnel done. So if you guys can see, it's basically going to be... everything funnels down those 2 tunnels, but we have a little bit more that we can go off of, right? And we're going to get to the block off and the lobber shield now. So we're going to go to the block off first. We're going to start over here on this right side. As this block off's going to be super important. We're going to path them around this cave, right? We could take them through this cave, but I think it's honestly going to be a waste of structures, as we already have 2 really well-built amplifiers that are going to do a significant amount of damage to the husks. So we're going to start at the front of this cave. And we're going to place a wall with a heals building attached, double crit rating, double crit damage wall dynamo. This is for assassin husks, as some of the assassin husks that path right here, or come over here, for some reason want to come over here, so it'll only be like the little baby husks, and it won't be very many of the baby husks, because our AFK spot's going to be in the air over by sinkhole. Only 1 or 2 around will particularly come over here, and this wall dynamo is just to zap them. We're going to then place a floor and a cone above that, a wall, a cone facing the north, a wall, cone facing the north, wall, cone facing the northwest, wall, floor cone, wall, floor cone, wall, cone facing the northwest, surrounded in walls. And then we're going to come to the south side of this little cone piece that we placed. We're going to place a wall, and a cone facing the northwest, and then surrounded in walls. Like that. And that should be our block off throughout the tunnel. It's a lot of block off in here, but the structure count that we're saving by placing this block off is going to be so significant that we're going to get probably like 20 to 30 structures back, which is a pretty huge deal in endurance. Alright, so now that we have this tunnel blocked off, we're going to do a couple other things behind this right side up here. So what's preventing the husks from breaking through this little wall launcher right here? And how are we going to solve that, right? So the layering we're going to need is we're going to place a floor tile behind it. We're going to place a edited floor piece facing the north. We're going to place a cone facing the north, a wall, edited floor piece with the tiles taken out from the north, a cone facing the north, a wall, and that's all the block off that we can put in this little line right here. The rest of the block off's going to happen back farther closer to the amp. Closer to the amp, we're going to place a wall here. Near this ridge, it's going to be floating. And we're going to line a wall all the way connecting towards our drop-down tunnel that we had for our northwest-west amplifier. And this should be suitable enough block off to path them through the tunnel, and nothing will ever beat on this. Make sure you guys do upgrade all of this, as that's really important, and it'll be a maximum deterrent for the husks not to go this way. Alright. So, another little thing we're going to note is that the husk can come up this ramp right here. So we're just going to place a wall with a sound wall here. So where's the sound wall? And we're going to place a wooden floor spike here. Now we can do that as well. We can keep going forward. We can have a sound wall here as well. So let's get the sound wall out. We can have a sound wall here. And we can have a wall launcher here sending them back. So we can have that there, and then a blue wooden floor spike here. And this is just for the husks that come up this side. But our goal is to basically get everything chain recycled back down to right here through this tunnel. Alright, so that's going to be this left side of the tunnel. And I think that should be most of the block off that we're going to go over. Now onto the lobber shield and our semi-spawn trap over on this right side. Right? Because we can get away with spawn trapping the majority of these amps, actually. So we're going to go over here off to this right side, and we're going to start on our lobber shield. So I want you to edit your cones with the 2 tiles taken away from you, and it's going to look like a ramp like this. I like them because they look prettier, but they function similarly to a regular ramp. We're going to place a ramp, and we're going to go over 2 tiles with it. So the good thing about this is you rotate it, and it's perfectly fine. And we're going to go up 2 tiles with it. So it's going to be a little bit 2x2 of little cone pieces facing facing the north. We're going to then go over, we're we're going to have a wall, and this is going to be edited into a little triangle piece like this. And this is just going to be a connection piece, so there's no gaps. On top of that, we're going to have a cone with everything, or with one tile taken out towards the northeast. And then right here, to the north of this tile, there's going to be every tile taken out except for this back southwest corner. We're then going to take this over all the way to the edge. Alright. Once it's all the way to the edge, we're going to take 1, 2, 3 floor tiles, and we're going to make a 2x3 out of this. Alright, it should look something like that. We're then going to come on over here, and we're going to place walls all along the bottom of this. Above on these tiles, we're going to put ceiling electric fields. I currently don't have spawn trapping ceiling electric fields on here. If you want spawn trapping ceiling electric fields, go all durability on these ceiling electric fields, but these are maximized for damage. And if you're going to have a trap durability issue, I would 100% go with the durability ones, but I would place them up top here. Alright. And so everything that comes up here, this serves a dual purpose, the spawn trap, right? So this is a little bit overkill for what spawns up here, as you'll get a very few husks up here, but this is going to be really important for another amplifier, our Sinkhole North amplifier. There is a rare spawn that can happen here on wave 23, or any general wave that's on Sinkhole North, but if it particularly happens on wave 23, there's fire smashers that could potentially spawn up here, and it'll break our build if we don't kill them. Our Sinkhole North build. So we have this trapping up here in particular, and as well as we have trapping down here for them, which we can place a wall right here too as well. But we have trapping down here as well for that. And we're going to place a wall here, and I'm going to put the wall dart so I don't forget later for the other build, in case I run this before I record another amplifier. But there's going to be a wall dart there. But this entire left side tunnel is going to be meant for the smashers on wave 23 or any husk that spawn up there. So that's going to be our lobber shield on this right side. And I don't think I don't have much of a lobber shield over here, actually. Ironically, this used to be a throw spot for flingers. Now they just stand here and despawn. They can't throw this distance. I've tested it multiple runs and they can't, so we don't need really a huge lobber shield here anymore. There is one little other spot that we need to go over real quick, and we need to put block off behind our tunnel on the right side. So behind our tunnel at this little crossroads, or at the turn, we're going to place a cone facing the northeast. So let's edit that, and we're going to surround it in walls. We're going to go behind that to the south, and we're going to do another cone facing the northeast and surround it in walls. Attached to this block off, which actually we can place a wall here. Attached to this, we're going to place a wall, we're going to place a floor, and then we're just going to place a ramp tile facing this way. Realistically, we don't need that ramp tile. I just didn't want to incentivize them breaking through 1, 2, and then walking on this layer, so I have the ramp here. But we have the ramp tile going up like that. I then have underneath this, I have... Just for shits and giggles, I have two windows here just to look down there. Realistically, this can be a closed edit, but I have the two walls here, or two windows here, just to look down and see what's going on. But realistically, you're not going to be doing that in Endurance anyway if you're doing an AFK build. But that should be it for the actual main build. We're going to go over a little bit of caveats for this amplifier. For example, over on this right side, we have to deal with flingers, and they'll walk miles. I repeat, miles to screw over your build, basically, right? So we need to deal with them, right? So flingers that spawn up here in particular, and that spawn down here, will walk over here all the way to the right. They'll want to come up this natural ramp, walk up, cut the corner, and then walk over here and throw towards your amplifier. So we did a specific block off over here on the right to ensure that they don't. So this is already built on my Northwest West guide, but we'll go over it really quick. At the top of this ramp, we're going to place a wall. Behind it, there's going to be a cone facing the northwest, and then there's going to be another wall. We're going to have a wall behind it. There's going to be a floor, and then a cone on top. We're going to come all the way down here, and at the bottom over here, there's going to be two walls. It's going to be all the way in the northwest corner. There's going to be this natural ramp, and at the top of it, we're just going to have two walls here. All right, and once we have that, we're going to come all the way up here. There's going to be 2 sandwiches at the edge of this 2x3, the northwest edge of it. There's going to be 2 sandwiches facing the south to ensure that nothing beats through this way. We're then going to have our recycling system. So the only viable path that they should walk up is up this ramp over here, up this double ramp left over here, and then they're going to walk into our recycling system. So we're going to have a tar pit. We're going to have a 3 times impact, 2 times reload speed wall launcher, because realistically, not enough flingers are going to come over here to use up your durability. We're going to have a 4 times impact, 1 times, or a 3 times impact, 2 times reload speed floor launcher, a 4 times impact, 1 times reload speed floor launcher, and then a 3 times impact, 2 times reload speed wall launcher. I have these offset in case there's a flinger that comes here, gets hit by this wall launcher, and then like another flinger comes right after, and it's not reset. So they're staggered like that so that they have different reload times so that multiple husks are accounted for. And there's just a little stagger or a little tile here, so they have to walk farther and take more of a diagonal route. But that should be everything about this amplifier. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like on the video. I enjoy making these, and this is a huge like thing, getting your Canny amplifier. Don't take my word as law. These are good amplifiers, and they're AFKable for me, for sure. But I encourage you guys, and I repeat, I encourage you guys to test builds out on your own, guys. I want you guys to be as good as you can at this game, and one of the things is understanding why these builds work, and why we actually build in a specific way. And how to account for different things, such as like different spawns like this, right? We have 2 long approaches to this, bringing our own natural pathway over here, and then breaking up the natural, we have our own man-made pathway over here, and we have a natural pathway, and we blocked off a whole section of our tunnel. And you can do that if you just utilize a couple principles, such as like layering and block off, and using chain recycling and stuff, and pathing them the correct way, and knowing the spawns. But I mean, realistically, I hope everybody gets to a level into this game where they can create their own endurance build and have fun with this game. That's what it's about, right? But if you guys are here for the tutorial, I thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope this build brings you guys success. It's sure as hell brought me a lot of success. If you guys like this video, remember to like the video, and consider subscribing to the channel, and consider commenting down below what amplifier you guys would like next. And as well as I do have a Discord channel. We have a wall right here. This is going to have a wall dart on it. For those of you guys that have made it far in this video, we have a wall dart right here, shooting behind this wall dynamo. Forewarning on that one. But if you guys have made it this far into this video, consider joining my Discord community. I have a link down in the description, and we have a really good community on there of endurance builders, of MSK players, of just in general Save the World community, and the other games communities. I hope you guys will consider joining. And I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/Mitch_Robs if you guys would like to come watch me live stream and see what it's all about. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good day.